Hello everyone, it's me, Nancy Finch, doing another Tea with Nan on a Monday at 12 o'clock. Well, it's all blustery out there today. It's really blustery. I thought I was going to have a few trees down. But the trees are still standing, so we're okay. How is everybody? I hope everyone's all right. Have you had a good week? I hope so. It's lovely to see you on here. If you pop up, I'll give you a big Nan hug in between your sips of tea. It's a bit bright here actually. I'm just going to close that a bit. Right, so how are you? Did you manage to do any of the things that we talked about last week? It's always good to play with the tools that I give you because they're always very useful. They're always empowering. They're very inspirational to yourself and to other people. So, there's somebody come on here already. Who are you, my dear? And I will give you a big hug. Oh, it's Louise. Hello, sweetheart. Haven't seen you for ages. Big Monday hug to you, my darling. I hope you're well on this blustery day. Hi, Faye. Oh, it's lovely to see you, my sweet. I hope you're happy as well. So big Monday hug to you as well, my darling. So today's Tea with Nan is all about intention. It's called It's All About Intention because intention is everything. Intention is where the energy is to change your life. You have an idea, you have an intention. Intention carries quite a lot of energy because it's not just an idea, it's a bit more powerful, isn't it? I intend to get this done. I intend to do this. I intend to do that. I intend not to do this. Whatever those things are, it carries more weight, doesn't it? I find that it's much easier once you've got an idea to say, I intend. It's almost like a command to yourself, isn't it? And of course, you're putting that idea into your subconscious mind, and your subconscious mind will believe you and go, okay, let's go and do it. So how many times do we intend to do something and it doesn't work? Can be a lot of reasons, can be because we have the idea, we have the intent, like when I wanted to lose weight and I didn't lose weight, and those sort of things, and you're sort of disappointed at yourself, or something you've intended, whatever that subject might be. And you might be harsh on yourself. You might be, criticizing yourself or judging yourself in some way. And that can happen because of the past. We've done it before. I didn't do that. Like I meant to do this and I didn't do it. So I intended that and I let myself down. Those kind of feelings are in the past, but they're also what keeps you from investing in more intentions of change. So if you think about it, right now, in this moment, is the power. The power is in this second, this minute, where we are right now, the present. So if we can just think, what do I want in life? What do I want to intend for myself? And just invest energy to that, regardless of whether we didn't get it right before, regardless of whether it didn't work out or whatever doubts and fears and other negative feelings that are holding you back. They're in the past. And if you can just think about drawing a line between the past and now, you have right now to set a new intention. And isn't it great to set an intention on a Monday morning, the beginning of the week? I love Mondays, as you all know. We just need to have that power. You see, we thought, the control of life is really where we direct ourselves, is all about intention. A lot of successful people use it. You've only got to be mindful of what you want and what you don't want, okay? And what you want is something you can intend to have more of and success with, whatever you feel you need, okay? But you've got to be put the energy into the positive in your life, especially when you're thinking, I've got this wrong and that's wrong. It's good to sort of, okay, that's the truth, that's the reality up to now. But I set the intention to change that. I set the intention to achieve this or achieve that or not do that, whatever. As I say, you can break habits with intention. You can form new ones with intention. I've been doing that this year so far. I've been thinking, right, that doesn't serve me. Perhaps I'll go to bed a bit earlier. Perhaps I'll break that habit, whatever. And it is very good to set that intention for your higher self, to allow that higher self, that best part of you, to head towards, to achieve. So thoughts are energy. Thoughts become things. Anyone that knows about the law of attraction will tell you, myself especially, I do that a lot, don't I? But we do talk about the law of attraction because thoughts become things. So if you're thinking about something you don't want, that energy, that thought actually has energy to draw more of that to you. And we do it on a level we don't even know we're doing it half the time. What we expect to happen, we tend to think about and we draw that to us and wonder why we end up with more of that. I've done that most of my life, so I know how not to do it and to recognize it. So all you have to do is think what you do want. I'm always going on about the pink pig, blue pig thing. If I tell you not to think of a blue pig. You're already thinking of a blue pig because I've told you to think of a blue pig, because blue pig is in your mind. But if I told you to think of a pink pig, you're now thinking of something you want, not what you don't want, okay? So it's the same with our thoughts. If we can think, okay, that is happening, and that's happening, and that's happening, the reality of perhaps something we need to progress from, move towards something else, perhaps we're held back by something in our lives. And so recognizing it is a good opportunity for you to then say, right, not happy with that, I'm changing my life and having that. And recognizing it is halfway there to achieving it. I'm intending to have that. Now, don't let your logic get in the way, because quite often our logic will say, but how can I get it? You know, this is difficult for me, or this is in the way, or that's in the way. But if you can just say to yourself, okay, I intend over the how. I don't have to think how, because the law of attraction works that way. You know, when you're saying to yourself, I intend to have something, you've got a dream, you've got an aspiration. You're heading towards something you want, desire, and will make you happy. Well, just think about having that. Use your imagination. Use your feelings to get it, because your feelings carry the energy of that thought. So all you have to do, oh, hi, whoever's put the thumbs up. Big Monday hug to you. Oh, it's Susan. Hi, darling. Lovely to see you here. I hope you've had a lovely, lovely week since I last saw you. So, thoughts are energy. If you put your feelings to something you desire, you're more likely to achieve that. The pink pig thing. You're more likely to achieve what you're desiring, what you're focused on, what you actually set the intention to achieve and have. Okay, so we can all do it in different ways, can't we? We can do it physically, emotionally. We can do it with things in your life, with anything really. I mean, practical desires, you know. You might desire something tangible, you know, or just a feeling that you want to achieve. It could be something like to do with your house, your home, your garden, your life, your any area of your life. It could be on a personal level, of course. It could be on a physical level. So, oh, it's nice that you're here, Susan. So, I mean, how many of us really think we're sort of caught in a little tiny place of what's going on at the moment, aren't we? But we need to sort of think, what do I need? What do I want? What's not serving me? You can always measure that by how you feel. Are you feeling good? Are you feeling happy? Is there something that's holding you back? Is there something that's sort of restricting you? Maybe you just need to address that and think, right, I intend, and let my higher self do this, I intend to achieve that and to change that. But not thinking how, because remember, when you think how, you're too tied up in a small place of reality. If you focus and feel what you want to be real, which is something I tell quite a lot of people, I focus and feel what I want to be real, then you're feeling better on so many levels. Physically, I mean, obviously you're placing that intention on whatever you're focused on, but physically you're helping all of these chakra areas in your body. And really focusing is really good for your afternoon. That's lovely, Susan. Thank you, darling. It's really good to remind ourselves that this is good for you physically. So it helps all these chakra areas. When you give yourself hope, when you give yourself a feeling of aspirations, you're actually opening this throat chakra. When you're thinking, I want that, I can achieve it, you're helping your head chakras to open too. They open naturally with thoughts and feelings. So you're keeping those areas working well. If you can aspire, you know, think, I need that, I want that, I'm changing that. But don't let the practical obstacles in life set you back and not dare to dream it, not dare to intend it. Because thoughts are powerful. And they make you happy or they make you unhappy. They have a feeling of well-being or they can give you imbalance. So I know if I get any imbalance in my body, I know that part of my body is not working because that chakra area is responding to a feeling and a thought. They all have different areas of emotion. And so they have a different effect. If you have a negative emotion, they are going to affect you in any one or more of those areas. So it's us taking responsibility to think, if that ache or pain is there, I wish my body to be better. Okay, I'll do that with my thoughts. I'm going to intend my body gets better, or I achieve this or that, as I say, on a practical level, whichever way you want to use it. There's so many ways of using the power of intention. There's so many logical things you can do with it. So basically, I've got one way I do it. In the morning, I always do my water ceremony, as most people would know. I absolutely love doing that because it's setting a very strong intention. I've got lots of little props around here to show you, and I don't know what to go for first. So the one I really like is the water ceremony, because the water ceremony is really powerful, and you're doing that with cold water on your face to basically take in a concept, a feeling of intent. So I intend my family to be well, etc., abundance, whatever you want. So, oh, hi Rita, lovely to see you. And I think John, my cousin, was on a minute ago. Hi John. So you're setting the intent with an action, and the water itself, you're made of water, and I can explain that much more in the actual Tea with Nan I've got to tell you about in a minute. The water ceremony was on the 8th of the 8th, 22. So if you want to look up more about that, you can understand what I'm going on about when I say you set the intent with water. So I'm not going to go over all of that now, but you set the intent. So it might be for the day that you are happy when you're not. It might be that you are energized when you're tired. It might be that you want to feel something you don't have, or you want to achieve something you haven't got. So you're kind of putting that into your mind with an action. And it's very powerful because thoughts are things. And of course, if you didn't believe in the law of attraction, you're helping your body instantly while you're giving yourself that feeling of having, intending. And you've got a discipline going on there. So I love routines. I do now, I never used to. But routines can be really good for you. And my water ceremony is my favourite thing to do, to add things every day, whatever I need. I might be there for 5 minutes sometimes because there's so many things. I always end it with gratitude as well. So if you could have a look at that, as I say, that is on my website, www.nancyfinch.co.uk. And so you've got the water ceremony, the 8th of the 8th, 22. But you've also got the power of affirmations. Oh, hi, Rita. Lovely to see you on here, my darling. Big hug to you. The power of affirmations. I use affirmations every day as well. So I might have the intention. I thought I want to make it more real. So I'm going to write it down and I'm going to put it in my affirmation book. I've got loads of these. I do put it in the now tense as if I already have it. Not that I will have it. And it's very important that you can kind of experience a feeling of achievement. What you want to have, you feel you have right now. And that's the basis of how the law of attraction works. You have to feel you have what you desire. So I actually put it in my little book here, whatever I feel. If I don't do it in the water ceremony, I do it in the book. So that I've written down, I've done an action, makes me feel in control on another level, subconscious level. You've done something about it. And you've made an action. It makes you feel like you're on the way to it. So that's one good thing. I mean, if everyone wants to know more about the law of attraction through a book I've got here, the affirmation book, you can always contact me and I can show you how to personally use that and tweak it to your own needs and desires, because that's much more personal then, isn't it? This is a general idea I'm putting out here, but I do a lot of law of attraction exercises for people to help them. And the second thing I've got, and I'm just opening a page at random here. I know it's backwards, don't worry about it, but this is just a scrapbook of the future, really, of what you want to have. This is all about intention. Now, I have many, many, many pages in here, okay? And all these pages are different subjects I intend. It could be a holiday. It could be anything. It could be having a good Christmas. It could be, in this particular case, being well when I had COVID last year in March. So I thought, I'm going to create a page. So I set the intention that I was going to, I put it in there, my little book, set the intention that I was better in no time. I didn't suffer. I was really well, and all of those things. I got better quickly, you know, I healed quickly, those sort of things. And this is just a visual thing of that. So this is a visual intention. I mean, it's just one of many. As I say, this book is very big. But I just composed this when I got it, because it says here, like, COVID is gone and my immune system and life force energy is great, etc. My body is unaffected by COVID. Now, that wasn't the case, because everyone gets ill, they start to feel that. I had to override the reality. And this could be about your health. It could be about any subject you like. I've just chosen this page at random for you. But anything going on with your body, you could put either in an affirmation or in a vision page of your own. I am well, I recover, I heal, whatever. And not will, but I am already healed. So you're kind of putting that to yourself. You're putting it to your subconscious mind, your 97% of you, that you have already achieved that. And that is going to be great if you could just advertise to yourself and touch the page if you like. That's very powerful. And so my body is 100% well again, I put on there. And you know what? If you remember rightly, when I got COVID last year in March, the next day I was on here doing Tea with Nan. And I was telling people how to get over COVID and what tools you could use. I didn't use this at the time. I mean, I didn't promote this at the time, but of course, it's one of my favourites. But I did promote other things. Hi, Annie. Lovely to see you, darling. I'm glad you're on here as well. So having a vision of what you want, it could be health, wealth, any area of your life. It's all about intention. So where do you want to put your thoughts? Where do you want to put them? On something that's reality, that's now, that maybe it might not be serving you? Or would you want to put them into something that you want and you deserve? So what you've got to do is shift your thinking from this point to this point by advertising or to yourself through a vision, putting it on there. I use junk mail a lot as well. Put a lot of junk mail in there. They represent something to me, and it might be lovely. Better now, that's lovely. It could be something you pick up, from your junk mail, cut it out, collect it, and then next time you feel you need to create a page, just pour it out and see what you can add to it. I've got loads of stuff in here. It's worth doing because you're advertising to yourself and you're putting it out there. I'm having that, okay? And while you're putting 17 seconds it takes to lock into your mind and to your body's energies and to the universe. It's amazing. So the law of attraction will respond as you spend more time feeling for 17 seconds the thing you want. The thing you want, not what you don't want. So you can achieve anything despite your past setbacks and despite what you've had up to now. You might have suffered something for years and years, or had a condition, a situation maybe, and you think, I can't get out of that. It's always been that way. But if you could just shift your focus, and it can't hurt you to do so. I mean, nothing's going to happen. Nothing bad's going to happen from you shifting from one point to another. Even though your conscious brain, your 5% is going to go, that's not true. That can't happen. It won't be easy. But you've got to just override that. Put it to one side and just think, right, I am going to intend. I intend for that to happen. I intend to be this. I intend to have that. And don't be disappointed if you do fail or it doesn't happen by a time frame maybe. You're overriding past programs that you've had all your life. So keep playing with this. Keep going. What emotional desires, what physical desires do you want? Practical stuff in your life. Use some tool that I've talked about on my website. Use some tool to help you. There is the affirmations I talked about, the power of affirmations. Tea with Nan, that is, not the Nan Talks, is on the 12th of the 12th, 22. So if you want to know more about how words can help you, you're forming your words, I briefly mentioned it. It's a big subject and it's very personal with what you put on there. So if you have a look at that and you don't quite get it, you can come back to me and perhaps email me on nancyfinch@hotmail.co.uk. But you can change a lot of things. I changed my weight with it. So I used to be quite big and I've changed that. I changed my work with it, with intention. I've even got pages in there about my work, actually, quite a lot of pages in this book, to encourage me when I had no confidence, when I thought I couldn't do anything like this. I couldn't go online. I didn't have any confidence and I wasn't comfortable. So I thought, I'll create a page and I'll tell myself I can do this. So I created a page for my meditations that I do, and I created a page for my Tea with Nans and my Nan Talks. So it obviously worked because I'm here. So what would you like to create a page for, or write an affirmation? Or if you do go to my Nan Talks, that's as I say on my website, the Nan Talks are exercises. If you click on the blue area, this one here of the Chakra Man, you'll find a talk called Mirror Work. And it was just about, if you haven't basically got the opportunity to write a book, write your affirmations out, or you don't believe in it, or you don't want to do this bit, it's quite simple. You look in the mirror and you say it to yourself. You tell yourself, you intend in the mirror, you can do this. I intend to have this and this and this, whichever way you want to use that. Either you're talking to yourself, your soul, or you can just look in the mirror into your own eyes and say, I intend to. And let that subconscious part of you, your brain, let that do the work for you. Because as I say, you're going to argue with it. A little bit of you will argue on a conscious level. Hi Karen, lovely to see you. Big Monday hugs to you. Thank you for joining us. You can always share this with other people, by the way. It's good to give them a feeling of happiness and inspiration, isn't it? Thank you for the heart. That's lovely. Thank you. When you set a positive intention, you are overriding the negative experiences you've had so far in your life, even up to now, this minute. Whatever's happened this morning, you override it right now with a positive intention. And don't worry about how. And the most important thing is, I forgot to mention, is that when you're trying to, you're thinking, I must change that thought to a positive one or positive intention. You have to think of something or do something that makes you happy. So it might be going for a walk, it might be doing yoga, it might be listening to music, it might be doing a gratitude list, it might be whatever it is that makes you happy. If something makes you happy, then you're raising your emotional balloon, and from here to here, because whatever circumstances have brought that balloon down. Oh, hi Graham, it's lovely to see you. Happy Monday to you. So whatever's brought that emotional response down, you know, those feelings down, you might not even realise, you just feel a bit heavy or not quite your bubbly self. So whatever's brought that down needs to be brought up again, because you see, you can't really intend very much energy from a low place. You have to do it from a higher place. So whatever it takes to bring your emotional energy higher, do that. Or think about that. And if you can't do it, supposing you, I don't know, like paragliding, I don't know, doing something, some sport you can't do, as an example that comes to mind, and for some physical reason you can't do that, then remember how it felt to do it. I know plenty of people who are disabled from some condition that they can't do what they love doing. If you remember doing it, not wanting it, but remember it, you're experiencing it again. And if you experience it, your emotional balloon's going higher, because the memory of something is almost as good as having it. So bring that emotional balloon high with whatever it takes to get you there. Think about even the small things that you can do to make you happy. Whatever it is, make your balloon go higher. Then set the intention, because you've got more energy in that thought. You've got more energy in that feeling. And if all of that fails, just do a gratitude list, and that alone will bring the balloon up. Think about what you have, not what you haven't got. Then you can think about what you want. Because if you think of, say, 5 or 10 things that you've got, your eyesight, your hearing, whatever, the food in the cupboard, the car you drive, or whatever it is, you've got things that we take for granted. If you were to use that gratitude to bring that balloon high, your emotional balloon, then you've got a chance to say, right, now I'm here. I fancy doing that. I set the intention to do that. And so you are in a powerful place of thought, emotion, because you are higher. See? It makes sense. So have a go at that. What do you want to intend? It could be small stuff for the week. It could be for the year. It could be for your life. It could be where you want to move, where you want to go to in life, what you want to achieve. It could be in any area. All you have to do is invest in that thought and feeling. And the thoughts and feelings will help to open this. And the aspiration of hope and dreams will help to open this. And you're already in a big place of wellness here. It's worth doing for that reason. So, and don't think about what happens if it doesn't happen. While you're doing it, you're physically and emotionally better. And it's worth doing it for that reason. So, as I say, don't let logic hold you back with what you've experienced or what you can't do or you feel you can't do. Because anything is possible. You've only got to change your mind. And perhaps just for that 17 seconds, believe it is possible. You can always go and do something else after that. But once you set that intention, you'd be surprised how many people achieve what they desire, because they set the intention and let go and trust it's going to come to them. And maybe it is a self-trust thing that most of us don't trust ourselves. Well, do I really want that? Or do I want this? Why don't you just intend it anyway and see how it feels? Try it on for size. So I hope this has helped. I'm always surprised at how quickly the time goes when I'm talking to you. So, and I've got a lot of subjects to cover most of the time. Have a go at it. I mean, go to the website, www.nancyfinch.co.uk. Have a look at the Tea with Nans, the water ceremony, 8th of the 8th, 22, and the Power of Affirmations, the 12th of the 12th, 22. Have a look at those if you want some extra reinforcement of what we talked about today. And if any of you want to compose pages to suit your life and where you want to go, then just contact me, and we can always arrange an appointment, and then you can take it from there. I can empower you with ideas of what you would like to create in your life, either with a vision or with words. And I've got lots more tools than that, as you know. But so if you feel you need that, contact me, email me on nancyfinch@hotmail.co.uk. And in the meantime, set your intention for the day, for the week, whenever. It's all about intention. So share this with everybody. I hope you've enjoyed listening to me. Hope you can play with it, perhaps inspire another person to set intention. It's a very powerful, happy feeling when you've set it, and especially if those intentions start to come true, you've got more energy going to future intentions. It all makes sense when you start playing with it. You've got to trust yourself in this moment. The power is in the now. So play with that. And I hope you have a lovely week. And I'm going to see you all again next week. Don't know what I'll be talking about, but it's always fun, isn't it? I hope you have a good week, guys. Give yourself a big hug from me. And thank you for being on here today. I always enjoy being here. And just think about intending something for today, tomorrow, for yourself, for your life. And you deserve everything that you intend. Okay? Take care, everybody. It's a namaste moment. Thank you for being on here. Please share this with other people. And when I put it on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and share that too. Lovely. Take care, everyone. It's been lovely being with you. Oh, thank you, Faye. Big hug to you, sweet. And have a lovely week. And don't forget to set your intentions. Think about what you want, not what you don't want. Or maybe think about what you don't want to think about what you want. Perhaps you need to measure it by that. But recognize what it is and set that intention and let go. And let your subconscious mind help to create it and the law of attraction. Wonderful. I think I've gone on enough now. Take care, everybody. Lots of love to you all. And I shall see you next Monday at 12 o'clock. Lots of love. Bye, everyone. Bye.